Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everybody and welcome to the beautiful country of New Zealand. We are doing a 3-minute time challenge today on a map made by Mapper. Now, we will understand pretty much everything they tell us. Everything is in English. We are going to have to rely on stuff like this. We have an address. We are at the Kenepuru Sound. So we could try, I suppose, to match up this area with what we'd expect, which to me looks a little bit like that, doesn't it? So we gotta be somewhere in this area. And can we find the Kenepuru Sound? Yes, we fucking can. Alright. Off to a great start. Now, we do have Mahahu. Is there a place around here called Mahahu? It looks like we're down here a little bit more. Now, what do I know about New Zealand? The Lord of the Rings was filmed here. Jason Momoa was born here? The guy from Aquaman, you know. He's relatively been big lately. But I don't really know too much about this place. Now, this is definitely one of the countries I want to travel to. I want to hit all 7 continents one day. My uncle's done it. I want to I don't want to be like my uncle. But I feel like traveling the world's kind of cool, right? Not many people can say that they've stepped foot on all 7 continents. And I've only ever beaten my uncle to one place, South Korea. There are definitely some other places he has not been. But I believe he's hit the 150 country mark, which is outstanding. I think that's amazing. Now, I don't think I'll ever get to that many countries, especially if I don't travel for a living. But it's definitely something that we can look into. Now, I don't know too much about the road we're on. It does look like we came off of a main road. I'm thinking we're over here a little bit. Let's return to start. See if we can't find out what road this is. Picton? No, that's not a road. Ooh. Kenepuru Road. Yeah, so we gotta be up here a little bit. Let's return to start again. Looks like it's before the first real bend, which is right here, I'm gonna say. So I think right here is a pretty good guess. We're not on it in the money. We were too far ahead. But 254 yards. We're off to a good start. That is wow, holy fuck, I was not expecting this. That's probably one of our better starts in the country map. This is a mountain. You can see the ski slopes. If you guys don't know what this is, then you need to get out a little bit more. This is gonna be tough. We're on an actual mountain. That doesn't help us one fucking bit. And it looks like we're kind of unofficial. Well, it's official. It's official coverage. But it's kind of shitty official coverage. We need to get to the bottom of the mountain. That's gonna be the only, or ski lift. But I'm thinking bottom of the mountain is gonna have the name of the mountain on it. That's why I'm hoping the ski lift they might have like a peak name. But then we're gonna basically be relying on what the name of the peak is. Sugar Bowl doesn't help us. Alright. Looks like that way is the bottom of the mountain, but it didn't look like we could really go that way. Which is really interesting. Kind of on a mountain. Like a mountain. It's a fucking mountain. Now, I know I'm saying it a lot. This is probably going to be our worst round. All we have so far is something called Sugar Bowl. Now, we could try and use the geography, but I don't know too much about the geography of New Zealand. I think the extent of it is I know the mountains from Lord of the Rings, but I don't know where the Lord of the Rings movies were filmed. Gosh, rocket power. Do you guys Are you guys old enough for that show? Or did it even leave the United States? But they went to New Zealand. And then they were like surfing one day and in the mountains the next. And they were like, yeah, Everett, you could go to like all 4 seasons, man. Because it was like a surfer show. And a skating show. So, I don't know. It was interesting. It was unique. But that's the only real experiences I have with New Zealand and mountains. Now, we are coming towards what looks like the lodge. I hope we can at least get a name. We only got 30 seconds. And oh, here's the parking lot. We got the Curvy Basin. Remarkables. That doesn't fucking help us one bit. Alright, we're gonna have to throw down a guess. Mountains. There's a bunch down here. Maybe we're in Mount A Spring. I really couldn't tell you. I know we're looking north, and there's more mountains up north. There's more mountains north this way. I know nothing about... Wow, that was actually a good guess. Know nothing about where the geography is. Looks like we are closer down to Kingstown. I think that was said right. Am I blind? Queenstown. Queenstown. The remarkable ski area. Alright, yeah, double cone. Definitely. So we knew it was the Remarkables. I didn't think that was actually going to be what it was called, to be honest. I thought it was going to be the other one. But we got a good guess. I think we're in the lead. That never fucking happens. That never fucking happens. And fuck, here, I thought that was going to be our worst round. Now, this does look like a gravel road. As we've learned, that doesn't actually mean too much of anything. Can you just get a little bit smaller? Thank you. But it looks like we are heading south. This is the way we came from. The reason I'm going back this way is if we came from this way, there's a good chance we're going to run into the main road. That's how I think of it. I think we probably, most of the time, we turn off of a main road. I could be wrong. It's a 50-50 shot. But I feel like we're going to find more signs and more information on a main road than we would on a gravel road. A gravel road I could see being more residential. Especially if you're in the middle of nowhere in the middle of New Zealand. Now, I don't see any snow peaks, but that could be attributed to seasons. Like, we were on the South Island. I don't even know what the difference between the two is, besides one's a little bit further south. But maybe that's telling of the geography. Like, this seems like it's a warm tropical plant. Maybe we've got to go close to the equator, you know? Stuff like that. But if we could find a fucking main road with a nice little sign on it, that might seal the deal, you know? But this feels like a forest. Well, obviously, we got a bunch of trees and a lot of open land. Maybe this is a forest. Maybe it's one of... I don't know how many forests New Zealand has. Maybe it's one of 3 or 4. School bus? So we gotta have a school nearby, which means there's enough people nearby, whether we're not in the right spot. And now it looks like we're coming up to what could be a town. Maybe these are just houses. Please give me a real road, or a sign on this road. Tell me this is like Interstate 12, and I'll be happy. I might not believe you, but I'll look for Interstate 12. What it was? Nope, it's about voting. Now, here's another thing. Ready? If we didn't know we were in New Zealand, I don't think I would guess New Zealand. I don't know why. It does. I don't know what I expect New Zealand to feel like. That mountain one, that mountain guess from last location, if I didn't know we were in New Zealand, that could have been any fucking mountain peak in the world. And you know what? It was in English. I would have probably gone to the United States. And then we find a main road. To SH12, we're out of time. Okay, fuck me. We find it way too late. We're not going to have any time to find SH12. I'm going with North Island. Ends up being the North Island. How the fuck? How the goddamn fuck did you guys get this? What the fuck? Did I go the wrong way in this, or was I going north or south? Because it looks like going north was the way to go. And if I went south, I had a lot longer of a way to go. But we got the right part of the, well, not the right part, but we got the North Island. 272 miles, that ends up being our worst one so far. But no surprise there. We didn't really find too many hints. This feels a little bit more cold environment, I want to say. You can tell by the trees, not too many tropical looking trees. So I would feel like we're probably closer to the south. But I've been wrong before. I'm always open to being wrong. I'm never going to say that everything I know is correct, because clearly I've been proven wrong countless times before. But it feels like we're in a colder environment. And maybe that's because we are. Maybe that's just because New Zealand's pretty diverse. Now, this is probably one of the more diverse maps we've played so far. We've actually been on the 2 islands. Now, you guys were telling me that Romania one was really not diverse at all. And it felt diverse. It really did. But being able to see the final score, you could really tell that it was kind of not. Now, we got a bridge. That's a 6. We could try to find 6, but I don't know what that 3159 means. I hope it's not telling us that this is the 3,159th bridge. We're over by a place called Hawks Crag. Now, that mountain river pass thing, that's definitely interesting. So the only thing we got so far is that we're on Route 6. 55-kilometer speed curve. Can we find a town name or anything like that? We are heading east. I don't think we're on the coast. I think we're probably going to be more over here. Maybe the bridge thing kind of makes sense if guess a place called Bridge. But this is kind of remote. We've had a lot of remote locations recently. Batty's Creek. That's probably going to be tough. We could try and guess somewhere over here. Hope River. But it's just not been good. Hasn't been good lately. A lot of remote locations. Really subtle clues, if any. Like, how often do I look at random signs on the side of the road? Pretty often. How often do I find something on them that are of use? Not too. Reduce speed, a hidden light. Do we have a merge? We do have a merge down a 1 lane. Is it a tunnel? The fuck is this? Alright, well, we're out of time. I hope we're close. It's a lot further south. Still on 6, but a lot further south. We were going this way. I didn't see a rest stop. I didn't see a rest stop at all. But that is where I was like, ooh, this is interesting. I think this is around where we found that we were on Route 6. Looks like this was a town. So it looks like we went the wrong way. Because a place called Berlin's, I'm sure we would have been able to look around Route 6 for. Probably would have found it. 3468, that's not bad. We broke 10,000 points. That's impressive. I'm proud of that. We do have a go bus, which looks like we have to pull off the side of the road. This feels a little bit more tropical. We got these trees and these leaf patterns. I'm going to guess probably on the North Island. You know what this feels like? It feels a little bit like Jurassic Park. The movie with the open field and the tropical looking trees. We are heading east. That might have a clue in there somewhere when we find a road. Definitely not gravel. And I think I see some water up here. Definitely looks like a coastline. So if we know we're heading east, there's got to be water to our east. But it also looks like some land out here. So maybe we're over here. That could be a good guess. But we need to find a sign to really sell it to us. Because as of right now, we got nothing. And with nothing, that's kind of shitty. We can't rely on nothing the entire time. That's not how this works. We need to find... Obviously, we can rely on some guesses, some guesswork. But I can't tell you for sure where we are until I can find the sign that tells us. Fortaleza? Historical Fortaleza County Inn. I wouldn't look for a place called Fortaleza. That sounds like it's probably going to be in the name of a restaurant. Turn signs. You can't rely on the name of a restaurant. Who knows how many times the name of a place has changed. I know it says it's historical, but when did it become historical? 10 years ago? 20 years ago? 300 years ago? That's why you can't really rely on that. Maybe that's exactly what we need. We needed that. I can't reliably count on that being a name of something we could look for. Sharp Road, Life is Short, Savor It, savor.co.nz. If we didn't already know we were in New Zealand, we do now. Cass, a lot of blurriness. These are the signs that I'm hoping for. But they don't have anything on them. And that's what sucks. Other people make mistakes. Slow down. Alright. I'm sorry. Is this a coastal flood? I think it's a tsunami coast. Which means it's got to be raised enough above the coastline to be considered safe. Another Fortaleza. Sapphire Springs. Maybe we could find something like that. Maybe we're over here. I want to say. I hope. But we're out of time. That was another location. Wow. Alright, let's see. Was there a place here or around here called Forta? I don't see Forta anywhere. We were heading east most of that time. So you guys guessed up here. It ends up being over. I guess we're going to check out the full results. We kind of shit the bed on two of those locations. But almost 13,000 points. That's pretty good, if you ask me. I knew it was a little bit more tropical. But being able to see land, I wouldn't consider this. That's not what I was thinking. I was thinking more down here, from Blenheim to Wellington. That's just how it looked to me. Even though we already said it looked a little bit more tropical because of the shrubbery. But let's show the full results. Coming in first place is Aphelion. Holy shit. You're not even going to zoom in on the right spot. Second is Screenshot the World. It looks like you only had one real big fuck up. But still not too bad. 19,000 points. Third place, 12,000. I'm honestly surprised I beat Debre by about 5,000 points. I didn't even think I had a good game. So it really does go to show that maybe it was just a tough seed. We had a few hard locations, a few rural locations, not too many easy guesses, but some of them we were able to get a few clues here and there. Now, I do have to apologize for this not going up yesterday on Saturday. Most of you already know I manage a pizzeria in New York. We recently lost one of our managers. She quit. So now I don't get breaks on certain days to come home and do a video and upload it, and that just happens to be Saturday. So we might start posting on Sundays and taking off on Saturdays. It might flow better. If you guys are okay with that, let me know. If you guys have any questions, I'll try and answer them. But thank you all so much for being here. I do hope you all enjoyed. Now, if you guys know what Risk of Rain 2 is, I uploaded a video a little bit earlier today with me and a friend of mine, Buddhaman. Feel free to check that out. That should have been up at 2 o'clock. This is up at 4. But I do look forward to seeing you guys all tomorrow for yet another episode of Geoguessr. Have a good rest of your day, and bye-bye.